France 24's international affairs editor Kethevane Gorjestani joins me on set. Hi, Kethevane. So you were, of course, France 24's correspondent in the United States when George Floyd was killed. You were also in Minneapolis in the days following his death. What can you tell us about how things have evolved over the past 5 years?
Well, look, when I arrived in Minneapolis, it was the day after the first big riots that left parts of the city pretty destroyed. And what I found when I got there and started speaking to the people in the community, there was a sort of a mix of sadness at the death and the killing of George Floyd, also a lot of anger at his death, but also in the days going through that after the murder, there was a sort of reckoning, and not just a reckoning from African Americans, but also of the broader population. And there was a sense when I was speaking to a lot of people in the African American community that it was sort of, finally, you non-blacks understand what we've been saying about systemic racism. Finally, you realize that this is more than just police violence. Finally, you get it, and you are with us on the streets. It's not just us blacks. It's everyone. It's all of the United States. And the fact that it happened also coming out of the sort of the first lockdown of COVID, there was a sense that people needed to get out. People were all together, but also they had nowhere else to go. There was no distraction, and there felt like there was something that was different this time. It spread to all the cities. There was this idea, and when you see the sign, Black Lives Matter, going up in Washington, D.C., I was there. I came back from Minneapolis to that street that is right across of the White House at the time Donald Trump was there. And there was a feeling that somehow this was different, that there was a turning point, that there was going to be something to address systemic racism, that there was going to be tackling of police violence, that things would change going forward. But as we see now, sort of the symbol with the Black Lives Matter Plaza being torn down 5 years after the death of George Floyd, you see the efforts by the Trump administration to strike down, roll back all of the efforts for diversity, equity, and inclusion, all of the efforts to fight racism, discrimination, the executive order to unleash law enforcement. You're sort of moving back towards siding with the police rather than siding with the community. We heard in the report the DOJ that is now thinking about or stopping to investigate dozens of police departments, not just Minneapolis and Louisville, but no longer looking into those violations of civil rights. And across the U.S., local governments also rolling back some of those efforts to try to rein in police violence. And I will end on one moment that I remember from that time, and that some of your viewers may remember, when George Floyd's daughter said at some point, "Daddy changed the world." And everybody at that time thought that that would be true going forward. And it feels like today, not that it's over, but that it didn't live up to the expectations that we had back in 2020 when all of this happened.
Quite a different ambiance indeed, just 5 years on. Kethevane Gorjestani, thank you very much.
Thanks.